Welcome back to the channel. I want to walk you guys through setting up an ADR voiceover session on the Fairlight page. Here I just laid out some clips and a little bit of a music bed, and I'll show you how to do a little voiceover setup on Fairlight. So let's jump over to Fairlight. I'm going to click that here. If your ADR tab isn't open, you can just click it here on the upper left. I have a couple cues already enabled, but we'll go ahead and delete those, and I'll show you from scratch. So first things first, you're going to need a destination track. So we have Audio 3 open and available here, and we're going to have to patch our input microphone. You can either do that right here on the mixer, click here, there's an input, and you can see audio inputs will now populate over here. I'm on input 3 right now, and I've already patched that to here. So if it's not patched, I'll go ahead and put unpatch here to show you. This is audio inputs, so I'm going to choose input 3, and I'm going to choose track 3 as the destination for the input and hit patch. And now track 3 is audio 3's input here. So that's ready to go. Now on this ADR setup, we have list, record, and setup. So I would go through the setup first. So here we have pre-roll options and post-roll. We also have the recording track. So we're saying source would be input 3, record track would be audio 3, and then we have a name if you wanted to give it a name, and then we have character setup here. So let's say you had 2 characters or whatever, you would add the names here just by clicking add new, and you can name the character, and of course you can delete it. So I have voiceover 1 and voiceover 2 added, and then there's some options down here for beep in, beep at the endpoint, count in, a video streamer, and the on-screen cue text style. There's a bunch of options under here. You can change the text size and all that kind of stuff. So if you needed to customize that for what you want it to look like, you can click that and get in there. So there's a few different things, and you can actually enable some mixing control if you wanted to. Now for record, all these are grayed out now until we make a list. So with the list, it's the first category. This is where you'd make an in and an out. So let's say right where this first smoky shot is here, I can make an in and an out. Let's say we wanted to go through there. So our in and out is now listed in here, right here. And if we wanted to make a cue, we can type on new cue. And this is going to be cue number 1. It's the time code of our in and our out marks. And we can give it a character. We will choose voiceover 1, and then we can type what we want the line to be in here. So if you have a script, you can always import that or just type it out line by line if you had to. You could always double line it too. So I'll give this a secondary line just because. So now to add this cue into our list, we've given it an ID. It has the in and out. I've assigned it to voiceover 1, given it the line, and I'm going to say new cue. So now you could see cue number 1 has that line on it. And if we look at our video overlay here, you can see it actually says it right here. Now this is where you would customize your view settings. So let's go back to setup, and we can go to the on-screen cue text, maybe bring the size down a little bit. I'd rather have a little bit more of a background here just because I want to see it a little bit nicer. So let's go maybe here. That lets me see it over the top. You can change the font and all that stuff, and you could also size it up a bit more if you wanted to. So once you get that looking how you want, that'll carry over with all your other cues. So now I'm going to go back to the list, and I'll close down this window back to the floating window here, and we'll choose one more. Let's go say in here and out here. So now we have a new in and out, and we're going to make a new cue. So I'm going to say new cue. This is called cue number 2. So I'll add a new line here. Do you drink coffee? We're going to make this voiceover number 2. And to add the cue, we're going to hit new cue. So now you can see we have cue 1 and cue 2, each with their own time codes and durations. And we can go next and previous here if we needed to. Now when we're ready to record, you can see we have these 2 populated. So now we're going to do voiceover 1, I'm going to clear my in and out because we don't need that anymore. It's actually controlled by this section here. And then we have these options here. We have a rehearse, and that'll give us an option to watch it on screen and kind of get the timing down. We have a play if we want to just play back, a stop, and a record. Now the record's going to give us a little bit of a count in because I got this pre-roll right here. So let's go back to record, and I'll do this first line here. And it doesn't matter where your playhead is as long as you're here. It's going to go just prior to your endpoint here. So coffee is one of the most consumed products in the world is what we're going to record. I do have to enable record on my destination track. I'm going to go ahead and mute it. And now it's not going to give us a feedback loop, but we've record enabled track 3. So now we're ready to go. So let's go ahead and hit the record button here. Coffee is one of the most consumed products in the world. So there's our first line. And then voiceover 2 here. Do you drink coffee? Let's grab that and we'll do this one. Do you drink coffee? Okay, so this one always records a little low, so I'll go ahead and bring these up a little bit. And now let's listen to what they sound like. Coffee is one of the most consumed products in the world. Do you drink coffee? And that's all there is to it. You can go down the list here, and that's how you can record your ADR right in and use a script list. All right, I hope that helps. Thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you guys on the next video.